When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on another team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Tar Heels will get us started with the opening kickoff. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. RPO complete to open the drive. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. He wants to change this route. The handoff to Johnson. Got room to work. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got a man in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
Wants to throw it. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry up. He'll take it himself. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Gets it out quickly. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Using the quick game. Turning it on. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Tar Heels come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here.
That was a big first down for this offense. Like, your defense was just on the field a lot. And so to get a first down, to get that clock moving, to get them a little bit of rest, now getting maybe a little bit of a rhythm offensively, big first down for this offense.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer.
It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
Brings up second down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver comes in motion. Might be changing the route. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Figueroa. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Big 3rd down there for the quarterback, and he knew where his best chance was at getting that first. He found the curl route, made an accurate throw, and as a result, the offense stays on the field.
The Noles with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. They'll run the screen. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Amazing individual effort there by the defender, defeating his block and getting to the bubble screen, not allowing a gain. You don't see that happen too often, but these DBs, boy, they love to fight at the point of attack and beat blocks.
Handoff from the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Buys a little time. He'll get rid of it. Finds a man on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Going over the top. Pulls it in down the sideline. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Powers through. Touchdown, North Carolina! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Sends it back in motion. They'll give it to Johnson. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Now on first down from the 30. They'll run it from the gun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Seminoles have a lot of options on second and inches. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top. He's got him. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Quick completion to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. The Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on first down. Fires left. Makes the grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. The handoff to Johnson. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Snags it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. Might be calling a hot route. A first down run on the doorstep. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. Back to throw, time running short in the half. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on second down.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Touchdown Seminoles! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. So a drive there of 84 yards, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The inside handoff. Got the first down and more. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This offense offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. It's on target and complete.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Tar Heels are flying down the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he is just engulfed in the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. There he goes. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
The Tar Heels have it with a first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Play action. Bringing the heat. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
So first down in the red zone, and this crowd getting behind its defense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Tar Heels! They take the lead with the 6.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wide receiver going in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Hauls it in. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
And the Seminoles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll send the back in motion. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And I don't know if the quarterback's making the right decision on that RPO, guys. He might have wanted to hand that one off. Something he thought he saw in the right flat to attack, but obviously it wasn't there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Unleashes to the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, UNC! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ole Miss. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, running back on the move. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot, It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Hicks. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Wants to go up top on first down. Somehow fits it into that traffic. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
And the Noles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on second down. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Now, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Back to throw, it's Hicks. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. They're working that left side. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
You'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying play action. Quarterback moving. Bought a little time, lets it go. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The Noles will send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him. You
can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Finds the big tight end. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined. And that's why this guy's in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
The Tar Heels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wide receiver going in motion. Goes to the option. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Working that left side now. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
And the Tar Heels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. On to attempt the try. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Breaks into the open. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Motion from the wideout. It's a reverse. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Looking downfield, it's Hicks. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
The Seminoles will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
So now it's second and long. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The give from the gun. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do it better.
Turning it on! He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And, man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
And the quarterback takes a knee. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase